here's what I like about hurricane season in Florida. I like that people are honest about hurricanes, right? When there is a hurricane coming, we are all talking about it. No one tries to fake it, no one hides it, right? Like, we're all talking about it, and then we're preparing, and we're like, raise your hand if you've evacuated because of a hurricane. That's a bunch of us. And we check on each other, and we make plans with the people we care about, right? You reach out to your best friends and your family and your coworkers, and bottom line is that we're saying, hey, how do we get through this? How do we stay safe? How do we keep everyone alive? And in light of the work that I do and being someone who struggles with depression, someone who cares about mental health and thinks about it, being a part of a team that talks about it, I just wondered, is there some common ground? Is there something we can learn from hurricane season? And I just wondered, what if we were honest about the storms in our life, right? What if, I love that when there's a storm coming, we're all thinking, all right, for so many of us, work will be canceled, school will be canceled. So much gets put on hold, so much goes on the back burner because the priority becomes, how do we stay safe? How do we get through this? How do we get each other through this? And I wonder, what if we approached our mental health that way? What if we approached depression, addiction, anxiety? What if we encouraged the people around us, the people that we love? What if we just said, hey, everything else can wait. We got to keep you safe. We need a plan to get you through this. This storm will eventually pass. You will feel different. You can begin again. If you lose things, if you've lost things, you can rebuild. But we need a plan to keep you safe. And we don't just guess, right? You don't just say, oh, my buddy said it's going to turn, right? None of us do that. Like, we watch the Weather Channel and we listen to the news and we listen to meteorologists. We trust people who know about hurricanes when we're trying to make a plan, when we're dealing with hurricanes, right? Does that make sense? And so maybe that applies to dealing with depression, dealing with anxiety, dealing with addiction. Maybe we can trust people who know about this, who study this stuff, who their career is to help other people have these conversations. And so I just started thinking, man, maybe there are so many parallels. I love that these texts show up from people in other parts of the country and even just our friends, right? Just, hey, how are you doing? Are you anxious? Do you have a plan? People kind of compare notes. And I just wish we did that with our own storms, with our own stuff. If we could just say, hey, I'm really struggling. There's a big storm coming, or there's a big storm that's been here, and I need some help. I can't figure this out alone. And we just encouraged each other to take whatever steps we needed to be safe, to get through the night, to get through the week, to get through the storm. Reminded each other that no matter what's been lost, no matter what might be lost, that life is still worth living, that it's still worth it to keep going, to believe that it's possible to start over, and to ditch the metaphor for a second that sobriety is possible, that healing is possible.